Biology MCQs. Chapter 2, Movement of Substances. Quiz 1. Which of the following is an example of diffusion in a plant? Carbon dioxide from the air moving into a photosynthesizing leaf, ions moving into root hairs against a concentration gradient, sugars in phloem moving from leaves to roots, water in xylem moving from roots to leaves. Option A, carbon dioxide from the air moving into a photosynthesizing leaf is the correct answer. Which substance enters plant cells by active transport? Carbon dioxide, nitrate ions, oxygen, water. Option B, nitrate ions is the correct answer. 4 clear agar blocks were placed into solutions of methylene blue as shown. Which agar block will be the first to become completely stained? A, B, C, D. Option C is the correct answer. Some plant cells containing a colored pigment are placed in a solution with the same water potential as the cell contents. No pigment escapes from the cell. When the cells are warmed gradually, some of the colored pigments escape into the solution. Which statement explains this? Chemical energy increases with rise in temperature. The cell membrane becomes completely permeable. The cell wall bursts. The pigment becomes more soluble. Option B, the cell membrane becomes completely permeable is the correct answer. The diagram shows a typical plant cell after being placed in a concentrated salt solution for 10 minutes. Which numbered structures are partially permeable? 1 only, 1 and 2 only, 2 only, 1 and 3 only. Option C, 2 only is the correct answer. A plant cell is immersed in water. Why does water move into the cell? The cell membrane is fully permeable. The cell wall is partially permeable. Water moves down a water potential gradient. Water is actively transported into the cell. Option C, water moves down a water potential gradient. Which process can take place in root hair cells when oxygen is not available? Active transport only, diffusion only, active transport and osmosis, diffusion and osmosis. Option D, diffusion and osmosis is the correct answer. The small intestine contains a low concentration of glucose produced from the digestion of starch. Glucose is taken up by the cells of the villi. How does the glucose move? By active transport against a concentration gradient, by active transport with the concentration gradient, by diffusion against the concentration gradient, by diffusion with the concentration gradient. Option A, by active transport against a concentration gradient is the correct answer. How does the cell wall help to maintain the turgor of a plant cell? It maintains the concentration gradient. It prevents mineral ions from leaving the cell. It prevents water from leaving the cell. It supports cell membrane. Option D, it supports the cell membrane is the correct answer. What is an example of active transport? Movement of ions up the xylem, movement of water into root hairs, uptake of glucose by cells of villi, uptake of oxygen by red blood cells. Option C, uptake of glucose by cells of villi is the correct answer. For more videos, keep watching our YouTube channel. To practice more quizzes, visit our website mcq.daproreaders.com.